items at the end. But overall, that's the thief. Guess I'll try to explain a bit more with it. So we're actually gonna probably finish out all these levels. Just make sure I have enough stars. 8, 14, 19, 23, 26. So enough for that, and 10 more there. So it leaves us 15. We can attune maybe, can't attune any blues, but we can attune, thinking maybe Assassin's Dagger. The crit really helped us that run, but I'm not really sold on anything yet. The extra evasion would be nice. Yeah, thinking just the extra evasion. And let's look at some white items. We have sandals and slippery cloak already. So we basically have all of the stuff we really need defensively. Oh hey, thanks for the follow. So I'm thinking I might go stiletto just for 20% ignore. Trying to see what else is worthwhile. Just looking at mainly the white items. Extra crit in primary would be nice. So considering those two, and is there anything else? The disarm items are good. Curio's box is just a lot of stats. Broadsword. So let's go with the crit items. We have a lot of crit bonus. 350%, but our crit chance is only 12.5. So I think if we can start upgrading these crit items, it'll start evening out and we'll benefit from the crit damage more. If I can find these items again. Alright, serrated scimitar and stiletto. So yeah, to talk about the blessings again, I'll just go over everything real quick. So since we're 35, at 30 you can get all your skills. I put off doing throwing knives for a while. I just got it at 35. But that run, I would have really benefited from this. So I'd almost say at 30, just get all your skills and then start tuning items after that. So the chapel, I have Path of Defender, just to take less damage. You could go this route, and I went this route earlier to get the lifesteal, but it falls off late game, and you start using drinks instead. So instead I go defense, mana regen, and then the retribution, which is kind of the standard tanking build. You really need the mana regen to cast a bunch of smoke bombs, and these throwing knives are going to be a lot more interesting now that they actually do more damage. So this is actually really good because as the NGs stack up, you're taking more and more damage because your armor and resist get lowered, and that damage is multiplied by this 250%. So oftentimes things that are hitting me from kind of far away will only take a couple hits from this before they kill themselves. Whereas this you can get on a ring or using a drink. This drinks, same thing, but this you only really take on the ranger. I wouldn't recommend it on a thief, especially solo. If you're not solo, then you can get away with going full left side. If you're doing the left click build. If you're doing the spam daggers build, you may have to go Symbol of Wisdom just to be able to do more. But it really depends. As your characters get higher and higher, like if this guy was double, I would get 5 regen instead. So it's possible I wouldn't need as much regen. So like without the blessing, I would have 6.4. But if I got an extra, 2.5 or 5 from this guy, then I may not need the blessing at all. Because as your NGs go higher and higher, these mana costs don't go up, but this regen does go up. So at some point, you could maybe get rid of the mana regen on either of these builds and maybe pick up the health regen, but it's hard to say. And your health regen is going to be going up with this as well. So it's really kind of preference which one you like. But since we use Life's Leech to sustain, we really don't need the health regen because it's so slow. I can talk about the drinks I use for that run. If I do another run, or when I do another run, I won't be doing the same drinks. So keep that in mind. But I'll tell you at least the thought process before it. And you saw I was able to get through it at least. So I took Crimson Death. That was like a number 1. I also took, what was it? Critical damage on primary attack. So I ended up having like 30 something crit at the end and like 450 crit damage. That was because of this. So these two. I also used let me answer that in a second. And then I used the crit chance. And then I wanted more evasion, and I wanted Mellow Mist. But if I change it up, I'd probably do the combo route, where you go Crimson Death, Incendiary Demise, Wicked Sickness, and then I may pick up Double Thriller and Mellow Mist, or Last Stand, to kind of counteract some of the damage. Other than that, you roll the shop for either Trickster Set, Shield Breaker, or like Scepter or Sword of Kings, and then you get all your Apothecary bonuses, Blacksmith bonuses, and Wizard bonuses. Fountain's I use the same kind of fountain build on most things: General Traps, Topple Tower, Safe Corridors, and Glasswalk Treasure Hunt. And since I don't use exceptional consumables, I use Lousy, get more enemies in there, and then Overseers. And then after that, I change between No Ore and faster enemies, mainly depending on if I'm using Last Stand or not. So that's all there really is to the Thief. I'll probably be grinding some more on him at some point, but I'll probably get everybody else up another NG before I come back to him. Alright, so for the Paladin,